Hello, my name is Chrysostomos Paleologos and I am 16 years old.
Hi, my name is Anna Maria Theodorou. I am also 16 years old. He is the president of the school body councillor. I'm a member of the same councillor, and I also traveled to Portugal in 2019 as a member of the Erasmus program.
Θα θέλαμε να σας παρουσιάσουμε μέσα από ένα κομμάτι κοινό, το μήλο μου κόκκινο, το οποίο σας έχουμε στείλει, τη μοναδική μουσική βυζαντινή γραφή κάτω από το πεντάγραμμο.
We would like to present you with a common song, Milo mu Kokino, and show you the unique music system of the Byzantine music.
Σας εξηγούμε πώς παράγονται οι νότες στο δικό μας μουσικό βυζαντινό σύστημα. Ξεκινάμε με τα 7 γράμματα της αλφαβήτου. Πρώτα, α, β, γ, δ, ε, ζ και τελευταίο το η.
We would like to explain how the notes in the Byzantine Greek music are formed. We used the first 7 letters of the Greek alphabet: alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, and eta. The pronunciations of those notes are ni, pa, vu, ga, di, ke, zo, ni. While using the first 7 letters, we also use some other ones so that we can enrich the mouth while saying it, so the note is formed.
Όπως στην ευρωπαϊκή μουσική έχουμε το κλειδί του σολ και καταλαβαίνουμε πώς ξεκινάμε και τι νότες θα πούμε, έτσι και στη βυζαντινή μουσική έχουμε την αρκτική μαρτυρία.
The same way in the European music we have the sol clef, which tells us which note we're gonna say the sol in. Here we have this thing called martyries. It's a sign which tells us which scale we're gonna use. This is plaios to tetartum. It does not concern you. And this is ni, which means we're gonna start from do.
Στην ευρωπαϊκή μουσική παρατηρούμε πάντα ότι δίπλα από το κλειδί του σολ υπάρχει ο ρυθμός του κομματιού. Στην προκειμένη περίπτωση έχουμε 7/8. Στη βυζαντινή και παραδοσιακή μουσική είναι γνωστός ως καλαματιανός. Αποτελείται από 2 ρυθμούς. Το τρίσιμο στην αρχή και το τετράσιμο στο τέλος. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2.
In this song we have, next to the sol clef, we have the rhythm we're going to play it in. It's 7/8. This is not a commonly used rhythm in the European music, but it's very common in Greece and the traditional and Byzantine music we use. It's called kalamatianos. You can also dance it. It composes by 3 movements, but they're not even. The first one is composed by 3 beats, the second one by 2, and the third one also by 2. So if we were going to read it, it was going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Στην ευρωπαϊκή μουσική μπορούμε να καταλάβουμε τι νότα θα τραγουδήσουμε ανάλογα με το σε ποια θέση έχει πάνω σε ένα πεντάγραμμο. Ενώ στην βυζαντινή μουσική, άμα χάσουμε έστω και μία νότα, δεν θα μπορέσουμε να καταλάβουμε ποια είναι η επόμενη. Γιατί έχουμε το ίσον. Το ίσον επαναλαμβάνει την προηγούμενη νότα. Το ολίγον ανεβαίνει, είναι σε μία φωνή. Μία φωνή πάνω. Ενώ η απόστροφος είναι το αντίθετο του ολίγου. Είναι μία φωνή κάτω. Τέλος, έχουμε το κέντημα, το οποίο ανεβαίνει 2 φωνές. Όλα μαζί αυτά διαρκούν συν 1 χρόνο.
In the European music, we use the pentagram. So if we lose some note while we're reading it, we can always jump to the next and be fine with it. But in Byzantine music, we can't have that because we don't use notes, we use symbols. The symbols that we use in this song are ison. Ison repeats the last note we said, and it lasts one beat. So whatever the last note we said was, we're gonna say exactly the same one. Oligon is the next one we're gonna learn. It goes one note up, and it also lasts only one beat unless it's enriched by those which we're going to learn later. Apostrophos is the third one. It's the opposite from Oligon. It goes down one note. It also lasts only one beat. And lastly, we're going to learn Kedima, which is compromised with the Oligon. It jumps two notes up, and it also lasts only one beat.
Όπως είπαμε και πριν από λίγο, όλοι οι χαρακτήρες έχουν από ένα χρόνο. Εδώ πέρα όμως βλέπουμε ότι μπορούμε να προσθέσουμε κάποιους ακόμα χρόνους. Για παράδειγμα, με το κλάσμα μπορούμε να προσθέσουμε ένα χρόνο. Με τη διπλή 2 χρόνους και τέλος με την τριπλή άλλους 3 χρόνους.
As we said earlier, each symbol only lasts one beat. But with those symbols down here, we can delay that and make it bigger. So if we use this one, which is called klasma, we can add one more beat. If we use the 2 dots, we call it dipli, which means double. We add 2, sorry. If we use 3 dots, it's called tripli, which means triple. We add 3 beats to the symbol we used before. As we can see, here we use klasma, dipli, and tripli. Okay, so now we are going to go back to the rhythm, which, as we said, is composed by 3 movements. The first one has 3 beats, the second one 2, and the third one also 2. This, if we were to sing it, it would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Chrysostom, can you help me, please?
Yes.
I want you to do the movement with your hands while saying ta to symbolize the 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2.
Okay.
Thank you. Go.
Ta 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 ta.
Thank you
Ta
very much.
ta 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 ta. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So now we are going to see how that is put into the song we chose. So here we see 3 movements, but 7 beats. Here we can only see 3 notes. So we will have to see how this is made. So in the first note, the first note is the first movement. So we have 1, 2, 3. The second one is the second movement, 1, 2. And the third one is the third movement, 1, 2. So if I were to sing it, it would be do, do, do. Next measure. It's a bit more complicated because we have different readings on the notes. I don't really know how to say that in English. So right now, the first movement is on those 2. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. And this one is 2 beats in the European music, but here it's going to be the 2 second movements. So it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. Next measure, it's quite different than the last one. So here we have the first movement, 1, 2, 3. And here is the second one, 1, 2, and the third one, 1, 2. Going to the next one, it's the same as this one. So it's first movement, second and third, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. The next one, this is the first movement, this is the second, and this is the third. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Next one, first movement, second, third. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. we're going to the end of the song. This is the first movement, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here it's like this and this one, so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2 and we are done.
Στη βυζαντινή μουσική έχουμε αυτά τα σύμβολα που ονομάζονται μαρτυρίες. Αυτά βρίσκονται στην αρχή του κειμένου, στο τέλος και μέσα στο κείμενο. Μας βοηθάνε και μας δείχνουν σε ποια νότα βρισκόμαστε, επειδή είναι διαφορετικό με την ευρωπαϊκή μουσική που μπορούμε να καταλάβουμε ανάλογα με το σε ποια θέση βρίσκονται πάνω στο πεντάγραμμο, τι νότα είναι. Άρα, στην ευρωπαϊκή μουσική όταν βλέπουμε ντο με αυτή τη γραμμούλα εδώ πέρα, στη βυζαντινή μουσική είναι το νι. Και είναι εισάξιο χρόνη αντίστοιχα με το πάνω.
So, since in Byzantine music we don't have a pentagram to tell us which note we're going to say, we use those symbols. They're called martyries, and you can also call them information. So, if I see this one, it means that the first note I have to say is ni, which is also do. So, I have an iso here, which will tell me that I'm gonna say ni. Then again, I have an iso, ni, ni. So we use those. We can use them in the beginning, in the end, and during the music text. They always tell me which note I am, because if I get lost, it will be very hard to be found again. So if I lose one note, I can just wait until the next information pops up and tells me what to say next. We already saw how the song moves in terms of time, but now we're going to see how the melody moves. So in the pentagram in the European music we have do, do, do. In the Byzantine music we have the information here which tells us we're going to start from ni. So I have 1 isom, 2, 3, and I also put 1 dipli and 2 klasma, which are going to be 3 beats. So we have this movement here, 2 this one, and another 2 this one. We also move 2 notes up with the kedima I have here. So from do I'm going to mi, and I also have a klasma which adds 1 beat. So this is the first movement. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I go up 1 note to fa, and here we have sol with 3 dots, which means I'm gonna hold it for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 2 last movements. Here have another information which tells me I am on V, which is sol, and I move upwards 1 note with the oligon to ke. Here have an iso, which means I'm still on ke. This is the first movement. 1, 2, 3. Here is the second movement. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm still on ke, on la, with an iso and a klasma. Here I'm la and I go down to sol, so I use an oligon and 1 apostrophos. Here I am again on sol, on V, so I use iso and klasma, so I add 1 more beat and this an apostrophos, which takes me back to fa. This is the first movement, as we said here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And here I go down 1 more note using an apostrophos to vo, which is mi. I have another information here, which tells me I am on vo, mi. And here I'm going to jump up 2 notes again on sol. This is the first movement. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Next one, I'm going up 1 note, so I use oligon. I go to la, I go down, sol with an apostrophos, again on fa. fa and once more on mi. Then I go one note up. Using an oligon, I go back to fa, again fa, and then mi with an apostrophe. And here I go to re, using one plasma. So this is the second movement, and this is the third one. I use an iso because I'm still on re, so it's first movement, those three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving down, we have another 3 notes. I go up from re, I go to mi, vu. Here I have the information which tells me I was on re, on pa. Now I go to vu, using oligon, which takes me 1 note up. Then I have the next one, which tells me on takes me on fa. Using an oligon, I go down using an apostrophe, mi, another one, re, another one, do, which is mi. If you remembered it from the scales out there, I use the kentima to go 2 notes up. On mi again, plasma to add 1 more beat. That's the first movement. This and this, mi and re. Re is symbolized by the apostrophes, and lastly we have do with an apostrophe and 3 dots. So those are the second and the third movements, and then the song ends with 1 more information which tells me I stopped on mi, do.
Would you like to sing the song?
As long as you can keep the beat for me, I will.
Okay.
Okay. Do, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, sol, fa, mi, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, do. Okay, now, would you like to sing it using the Byzantine notes, please?
Yes.
Okay, whenever you're ready, I'm going to be showing the notes on the board.
Okay.
Okay.
Ni, 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 vu, ga, di, ke, di, ga, vu, di, ga, vu, pa, vu, pa, ni.
Okay, we said it once using the European notes, we said it once using the Byzantine notes, but I would like to do a duet with you and sing it together. I would like you to keep the beat while we sing, and I'm going to be showing the notes on the board.
Okay.
Okay, give me 2 meters, I'm sorry, and we're going to start together, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Ni, 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 vu, ga, di, ke, di, ga, vu, di, di, ga, vu, pa, vu, pa, ni.
Okay, so we sang the song using European notes, we sang it using traditional Greek or Byzantine notes, but you haven't actually heard it being played by a traditional instrument. So now we're going to welcome a beloved classmate of ours. She's also our friend. She has the same name as I do. Her name is Anna Maria. She's 16 years old. She plays the kabal, which is a traditional Greek instrument. And she also traveled with the Erasmus program in Hungary in 2019. So, will you join us, please? Hello.
Hi guys.
How are you?
Hi everyone.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm very happy to be here.
That's nice. So, will you play for us, please?
Yes.
Okay, so the first time she's going to play the whole melody using her instrument. The second one, I'm going to sing it with the European notes, and the third one, Chrysostomos, is going to sing it with the Byzantine notes. So, shall we go? Okay,
Fine.
let's go.
Sol, la,
notes. You once heard it being played by her, and now since we have her here, you're gonna listen to it in its full glory so you can enjoy it as we do. She's gonna start off with an improvisation with a melody of her choosing. I'm gonna be the percussion for tonight, and me and Chrysostomos are going to sing, and in the end I will dance the Kalamatianos because it's a very nice Greek dance. So the melody, you're gonna notice that it's not exactly the same as the one you see here, because we're also gonna put in the intro, which is not given to you. The bridges between the big notes with the next ones. You don't have to pay attention to those, they're just for enrichment and to make the song more beautiful. So enjoy! I would like to introduce the people behind the cameras. So this is Mr. Lazaros. He is our teacher. He taught us everything we know those 4 years we're in this school. And this is Yorgos. He is the tech guy. He fixes everything. You can't imagine the work there is behind those cameras. I can see it right now, you can't. So those are our people. They helped us very much. And we would like very much for you to be here right now and not just look at us through the camera. But unfortunately, it's not possible. So we're doing the best we can to connect with you through technology, helping with each other. We hope you enjoyed the lesson today. and we would really like to meet you one day, no matter when that is, no matter where that is. Just remember that we are all united and we are all one team, right? Sure. Goodbye!